E3 here, embodied, empowered, and ecstatic. That's one of my names. We all have different names. I think a name should serve our unique vibration. It should serve our unique flow state. It should serve our unique life purpose. The name, it's pretty much like a mantra that's reinforced internally and externally, like Pavlov's bell. People say the name and then we respond. Why do we respond? We've been trained to. And then not only that, but we have memories, associations with the name, often feelings. And then what's even worse, you could say, is when we have negative energies associated with our name and limiting beliefs, limiting thought patterns. So just sharing that in case you're wondering, what's the name E3? Well, that's the name my shaman gave me when I humbly requested a name. Just want to let you know about my name. So the Kangen water, well, one more thing. We all have different strengths, you could say. Different strengths and different, for example, there are different love languages. Some people like to be told or given compliments. Some people like to be given gifts. Some people like to be touched. That's more of their love language. So we each have different, you could say, living languages. And we all have access to all of them, but we usually have one that's a primary strength for us. So one of mine is intuition. And I've been following my intuition since I was diagnosed with brain cancer after having a minor stroke in October 2019. I've had to interact with all sorts of people, doctors, all sorts of doctors, Western, holistic, functional medicine doctors, Ayurvedic doctors, surgeons, plastic surgeons, neurosurgeons, nurses, social workers, hospice care workers, all sorts of different people I've interacted with, friends, family, facing death many times, facing pain every single day for the past 16 months, including in this moment. There's pretty intense pain. Well, it's not there, but it's mostly like, it's hard, it feels deep, the pain. So my point is that I've had an amazing opportunity to follow my intuition, to follow the voice in my heart, even when there's all of these differing opinions, and a lot of them come from love. But I've had the opportunity to really strengthen my intuition and to face a lot of fears, pain, like I said, death, limiting beliefs. So I believe through this intuition and this magic that I've been following for many years, but especially the past 16 months, since I had the minor stroke and then brain surgery, radiation, chemo, started to have seizures, head infection formed, second head surgery. Head infection came back even stronger. That's why 2 months ago I had to have this cut out, a little over 2 months ago. And I've been trying to follow that same voice in my heart that calls me to follow the dreams in my heart that have been there since I was a child. There are many dreams for my own benefit. And while in this process, as much as I can, I'm doing my best to assist others, quite literally. If people reach out to me and they can't pay, I've been offering free sessions. Some people can pay for the healing sessions. So it's definitely a death rebirth portal that I'm on, and that the world is on right now as well. And I believe that because, well, not just because, but part of the energy that I'm following has brought a Kangen water filter to me, which I didn't know about previously. I've heard about it, but my intuition told me to just say yes and get it and figure out how I'm going to pay it off after that. I was able to pay the down payment and then just to get the water in my body. So it was a blessing that she's now a friend. She reached out to me and she said, I don't even know what she said or how she found me. I think on Facebook or something. And her intuition also, like she's following her intuition. And her intuition told me that this water filter would be a blessing in my life in many ways. And that was, I don't know, a month ago, I think. So since then, I've been using the water every single day. And I haven't been able to do a lot of research because even right now, there's so much pain just to look at the camera this long. And for some reason, the computer is even more painful. And actually now the pain is less, but for the past few weeks, the pain has been more. But as I do more research when I can, and more important, when I do the experiential research, even before I had any understanding at all about anything about Kangen, the first thing I did actually was an enema with I think it was the highest pH, 9.5, or at least that's the highest I knew how to set it at that time. It could go to 11. So I used an enema with the Kangen water. And it was unlike any water enema that I've ever done. It was like two things happened. The water, like it helped the bowels release more. And then it was like my body absorbed after I filled up the enema bag again. It was like the body absorbed so much of the water. It was amazing. You don't have to take my word for it. You can experiment with yourself if you have access to Kangen water, to use it as an enema. And so yeah, I've been using it. Well, this is green juice with Kangen water. I put it in pretty much everything. Juice, if I make tea, I add the Kangen water. When I take supplements, used it a few times in neti pot. What else? Just like swishing around in my mouth because I've had some tooth issues. Trying to think how else I've used it. Those are the main things. And then of course, just drinking it. Well, praying, sending healing vibrations, telling the water, I love you. Visualizing love going into it. And so yeah, I'm going to continue to make these videos to document the journey. I don't want to talk too much more because of the pain. It's a constant balance of like healing, resting, and then when I have the energy and strength to do what I can for myself and for others. So yeah, this has been a very intuitive journey with the Kangen water. My heart led me to it and my heart attracted it to me. So I'm definitely going to continue to see how deep I can go with, because I don't want to just heal the brain cancer and survive and just do it. And if and when I do, I don't want to just do it for a few months or a few years. I want to have the most optimum health I have ever had in my whole life, even before the brain cancer. So that's the energy I'm moving towards. And I believe that if there's any remaining cancer cells in the body, in the brain, any remaining stress in the energy field, that will automatically balance out on its own as I cultivate these different practices. Of course, not to bypass like the pain and what's happening on the 3D level. But since using this water, I've been doing so many things, but I believe the Kangen water has really helped my intuition become even stronger. It's usually pretty strong. It's gotten even stronger. Definitely feeling better. And after 16 months of feeling worse every day, to actually start to feel better, like this is a huge blessing for me. So I'm enjoying this painful and also very unique training experience. It's one thing to read about the benefits of this water. It's another thing to experience it. And I guess it's quite another thing to experience it while healing from brain cancer. So yeah, I look forward to sharing more. E3 here, embodied, empowered, and ecstatic. Just as I am, just as the world is, just as the situation is. And may you be as well. E3 here, wishing you well.